What goes? Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, red. Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to FFT. Back down on Killington Lake for my session number 2. I'm at the opposite end of the lake. Had a walk round last week. Come down this end, and there's like a, if you see behind me there, like a bit of a bowl, quite deep around that area there where you can see the water breaking. The only thing is, when I came last week, all this down this side was accessible. See all the rocks. The water's up by at least, I'd say, a good 3 foot. So I was planning on going around the corner, but I can't actually get round. But I do know there's a bit of deep water out here, so I'm settled on this area. There's a couple of guys fishing down near the car park side. So the plan is, I'm just going to ping 3 rods out. 3 rods today. I found out there's no two rod limit rule. So there's going to be some dead baits. I'll probably put one down the line down here. Splay a couple to the centre there where the deeper water is. Yeah, hopefully we can get a few more fish today. If you watch my video from last week, pulled a couple of pike out, not the biggest in the world, but they're all fishing here, so fingers crossed we can get some fish on the bank. So setups for today, pretty much identical as they were in the last video. Just got the running rig there, 4-inch sled, buffer bead, snap link, down to long trace, about 22 inch these traces. All 3 identical. And I'm going to be fishing I think I'll go with a joey mackerel on this one, smelt on this one, and a lamprey on that one. All baits are set then, so we've got joey mackerel with the head cut off, full smelt, and a piece of lamprey. I did obviously PVA the leads up last week and bait floss the baits, but that's because I was giving it a real good cast. Not going to be casting as far today, so I'm more than happy to whiz them out without any aid to keep them on. There's no need for it today, so I'm going to get them out. I'm going to put the house up. Mecca brew. if you've had the chance and ever watched any of my older videos, you'll know that I've pike fished for as long as I can remember, to be honest. And I like to be quite organised. And I must have tried 15, 16 tackle boxes over the years, and just never been quite right. But I think I've come across a box that's, I think it's the one. I'll give you a quick run through it now. So it's a Witchwood one. It's a decent size. It's got your rulers on there. And I've got in here, so we've got my PVA tape, drifter floats, another drifter float there, wire cutters, crimper, scissors, 49 strand wire, all my bait floss, lighter, various other floats in there. And what's that one last? We've got 2 sections in here. This one holds like all my pop-up stuff, some paternoster style fittings, easy change leads, pop-ups, as I've said, some weights there, some light float stops there. It's all nice and tidy. And this one, probably the main bit, got all my trace making gear in. Got all the wires in there. Got some spare crimps under there, packs of crimps, quick change swivels, quick chain links, sorry, swivels, some more quick chain links there, buffer beads, crimp covers, bait flags. These are for the buffer bead for the running leads. Those rung rings and plenty of treble hooks. Just got everything in one little place. I found you get a tackle box and it fits everything in, and then you can't fit like your 50 gram drifter floating. Everything's in there. Everything's to hand. I know where everything is. I think it's a perfect box for tackle for pike fishing. So if you're in the market for one, I'd seriously recommend it, and that's coming from a man who's tested about 16. As you've seen from the little intro, access is quite tricky on here, especially this side of the lake. So travelling light is a must, but I still do like my creature comforts. You've seen me put my house up. Nash tight hide, fantastic. Fits inside a big quiver, only takes up the same space as a brolly. Goes up in seconds, but you get 365 degree protection. Fantastic. So my quiver, all my rods go in there. Got my waist sling in there. Bring just a folding chair. My net can slip in the back of that. Also with the little bivvy table which folds down flat, which again, a bit of a creature comfort, but I do like a little table. Bait bag. All my baits are in here. It's actually an NGT brew kit. It's insulated. Well, I say it's insulated. It's got the silvery side. Top pocket carries my knife. Get all the baits in there. Freezer packs. Fantastic little bit of bag that if you're looking for one. Also, the main bit is the rucksack. Again, need to be organised. So you've got all my brew kit in the top bit there. Some lunch. Bits and bobs milk. Middle section. Got a flask in there, drink. Tackle box slides in there. Also all my bank sticks and my alarms. They're in like a little wallet. They go in there along with the tripod. That all fits in there nicely. Side pockets, 2 of them. In this one, I've got my rig bin. Well, one of my rig bins. All made up traces there, all long traces, all identical, all the same components. In the same pocket, I've got my utility trace bin, which has got like some up traces on there. It's got a paternoster tray set up. 2 12-inch traces there for popping baits up. And I've got a single treble trace on there. All prepared, you see. Got to be prepared. It's in there. Other side, got my kettle. Boom. Coffee sugar. That all goes in there. And in the front compartment, I have got. That's got my power pack and other bits and bobs in there. Hat, very important with your pike fishing. Some winter mitts, nicked them from my golfing attire. And I've got my scales in there. Got a few spare bank sticks and all my unhooking gear, all my surgery tools, very important. So it's all tanned, all fits away nicely, easy transportable. I've got rucksack on the back, quiver on the shoulder, little bait bag in one hand, chair in the other. You can almost access anywhere like that, and I still feel like I've got all my gear with me. Right, so what I've just done, this M rod, this one here, I've just reeled it in, and I've walked it down to that point there, and I've cast out. So I'm fishing at about nearly 200 yard away now. It's about there, very deep there. So I'm just going to put a bait in there because it's quite, not necessarily shallow here, but it is quite, it's not the deepest part of the lake. But it's still pretty warm, to be fair. It's not freezing or anything. It's quite sheltered, and I've seen quite a few silverfish topping, so I'm pretty confident that there's going to be a couple of pike in this area. But as I said, I've gone down that point there, and I've hit a big cast around here and just walked the line back. If you ever want to be fishing at those sort of distances, it's very important that you use braid on your reel, and the reason being there's no stretching braid, so any takes you're gonna get an indication, and when you wind down on that fish, you're gonna get into the fish immediately. So yeah, just a slight change of a tactic, and now I'm just going to sit back and chill out for a bit. As I mentioned, I was planning on going round the other side today, but I couldn't get round because of the water levels, and I've seen quite a lot of signs of silverfish around here, and as you know, where the silverfish are, you tend to find there's not a pike too far away. And if you give it a moment, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, just out in the distance. There he is. You can see that? There's a little grebe, and that's been ducking and diving for the past few minutes, and that'll be fishing for the silvers. So there's definitely fish in the area. Let's just hope there's a big mama pike knocking about. So I was just doing a little bit of pruning just around the bank rest to make a bit of space, and I had a little bit of a take, I think, there on the left rod. Got to it, took a little bit of line, reeled down to it, but nothing on the end. Bait's gone. Anyway, got it back in. Going to be a joy mackerel going back out. Left the head on this time. Keep it as a full bait. I'm going to pop it back out there. Now on the last couple of vlogs we've had a bit of an unofficial segment. I'm going to start calling it Joke Corner. Now we did have a joke told by young Max on the last vlog, but as you may be aware I lost quite a bit of footage because of a microphone mishap and the joke was unfortunately lost. So I'm going to tell it just on his behalf. Anyway, so what goes? Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, red. A penguin rolling down a hill. Boom, 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 boom. A little bit of an update. It's about 3:30 now, I think. Yeah, just 3:30, just after. Been dead quiet. Had the one run. Nothing else at all. A few silverfish topping. And we are on, it's Sunday today. The clocks went back last night, so it's going to be dropping dark, I reckon, in about an hour. Probably about 4:30 I might be in darkness. But the plan is to fish into the dark for a couple of hours. May I probably stay till about 7 o'clock, I think that's the sort of plan. I am hopeful, to be fair. I mean, traditionally, bite time for pike, first light up to late morning, and then usually late afternoon, and then a couple of hours into dark. So, you know, I got here a little bit late this morning, to be fair. Probably missed a chunk of traditional bite hour, but now we are heading into what traditionally would be bite hour, I guess. So I'm half hopeful, but you know, I'm fishing a lake that's nearly 40 acres, and the chances are there's going to be quite a few blanks in these sessions, and this may be one of them. But I'm hoping not. I've just refreshed all the rods. Slightly different areas. Just show you what I've done. Try and explain a bit. Right, so we have this part here on that bank there. This at the bank there. This is a bank. It slopes down. It slopes down from here, and it slopes down from here. So you can imagine like a river or a canal. You've got your deeper track central. So what I've done, I've got this rod is roughly around here at about 40 yards. The centre rod is about here at about 90 yards. And again, I took this rod to that area and I whipped it out a good 90 yards that way. So I reckon there's at least 210 yards off my reel. So it's quite a distance. But they're all in that track. And I feel that could be a decent area, especially when the light's fading. Now, as you can see, it is starting to go dark. So yeah, next couple of hours could be fruitful. But again, I really, you know, and as you can probably hear, it's just started peeing down. But luckily, I've still got the house up. Anyway, Man United game's on in 45 minutes, so I think I'll watch that on my phone. Sit back, chill out, watch that, and hopefully we'll get a bite. Maybe not immediately because it's absolutely tipping down at the moment, but I'm prepared to get wet. Fingers crossed for a fish. God. Well guys, it's come to that part of the day now where I'm going to have to start thinking about packing down. It's turned 6 o'clock, it's pitch black. Still got 3 rods out, started a little pack down inside the bivvy. But I am going to start bringing the rods in now one by one. So unless something happens in the next 15 or so minutes, this will be the last bit of filming. Session wise, it's been decent enough. I've had 2 runs. I had a fish on, but it came off almost immediately, which is a bit annoying. But you know, it is part of pike fishing. Unfortunately, you don't catch them all. And fishing a big lake like this, especially if you do pike fishing, you'll know. A lot of the time you do spend on the bank blanking. It's just part and parcel of it. I can take a bit away from this session. You know, I've explored this area of the lake. I may try this again at some point. Probably not the next time out though. I may look to a different bank. But all in all, I've had a good day. You know, it's been productive in a way where I think I've learnt quite a bit. So anyway, if you've liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Put a comment in the bottom. You know, any questions or anything like that, drop me a comment. I'll always try and reply to them. And if you are feeling really generous, please hit that subscribe button. But until next time, I shall see you all again. Thanks for watching.